Good morning. I'm live with crappy video. Um, so it's Dr. Mia Lueth. It is 8:43 a.m. New York Eastern Time, USA, and it is 6/16, 2025, which is June 16th, the year 2025. Yeah, I am going to get into everything quickly. I'm not going to give my time and attention to certain accounts on X, particularly. Anyone who calls me dear online, you're going to be ignored completely. Okay. There have to be fake accounts trying to contact me, right? You can't all be the same person. You can't. All right. It just is the way it is. So some of that I'm turning over and I don't care anymore. I don't care who you are. You understand? Because see, that's the thing is that some people do have verified accounts, and I know based on following those accounts or what those accounts put up. Okay, I know that the individual whose name is there, they may not be. Some of them may not be doing their own posts on X entirely because sometimes they let staff do it or a friend or whatever. Okay, people who work with them. What I do happen to know that a few of them handle their own accounts. Okay, and they see their own posts. I keep wanting to say tweets. Okay, so those legacy tweets. And I'm not completely unfamiliar with how certain technology works. Okay, some of you do think that there is some great technology working, but that technology has been in existence for quite a while on Earth, right? So some of you are behind the times. Maybe that's where you're meant to be. But what I'm saying is, there are some things that are just going on, and I'm not going to tolerate it. All right, I don't care. Right, I've got a couple of young blood accounts, and some of it doesn't seem right to me. Right, so yeah, asking me to move over to Telegram. Well, I have no issue doing that. But when I say that I'm not going to communicate with anybody, I mean anybody. Okay, none of you are too famous for that. None of you are gods to me. None. 0% of you are gods to me. Okay? I don't answer to any of you. Most of you, not my friends. Okay? And some of this may be AI. It could be. There are some telltale signs that it could be. But a lot of these accounts are based in Africa, which kind of indicates to me that some of you are catfishing. Well, you're not allowed to catfish U.S. Americans. And I will do whatever it fucking takes to stop you. Whatever it takes to stop you. Okay? If you're doing it to me, then you're probably doing it to other people. It is a serious matter. Okay? And there is one who owes PNC Bank. Oh no, that debt will not be forgotten. Okay? My earthly family is deceased. All right? That's just how it is. Okay? Move on. If you want to know what happened to them, then you can read it like everybody else online. Or you can have it read to you. Okay? There's a lot of information about me personally online. It is very easy to verify me as who I say I am. Okay? I've shown a lot of stuff on YouTube. There are people who've known me, who worked with me, who've been friends with me, who have met me at ice hockey games or concerts. You understand? And I don't do anything unless I have proper witnesses. Ever. So what I'm saying is that if I cannot provide the proper authorities, law enforcement, in the United States of America dealing with human law, the appropriate amount of evidence to convict someone beyond a shadow of a doubt, I can at least give them a head start on that one. And they, probably having resources I don't have, which I'm not asking for, can use those resources, and they themselves may be able to find you quite literally legally liable in a criminal sense. Okay? So that's all been handed off. I don't care. I don't care who you are. Okay? I don't care how famous you are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care if you're running around thinking you're gods. Just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. Okay? I have some skills myself. I do. All right? And I'm not completely ignorant of the way the internet works, which, by the way, I am correct. Original use was for the U.S. military. All right? I'm getting a little tired. A little tired of the YouTube situation, but I don't think it's necessarily humans that are doing it. But I appreciate anybody from YouTube who sees this. Could you please just do me this solid? Number one, I always make sure in every possible way that people watching this are over the age of 21. Right? I do everything I can. Okay, I do everything I can. Also, I have the qualifications and the know-how and the experience to say what I'm saying. Okay. Some of this music that I'm putting up, this is a radio station. I'm promoting that music. Okay. I have not once claimed that it's mine, and it is out in the public for free. So some of the stuff where you're trying to limit the view or block, that's okay if some countries do it, but the United States better not be doing it, because some of these bands I could quite literally just. I mean, I don't necessarily need to. You understand? Especially when that music is out in the world for free. All right. I, I promote for free. All right. I promote for free. How many followers I have, that makes no difference to me. Okay. It's not important. See, there are lots of things you all in the world think are important, and they aren't. See, you start to figure out what's important when your family starts dying around you. When you see felons who are getting better treatment in the United States than non felons. Okay? And what I'm going to tell you about immigration is point fucking blank. You cannot change these laws. You cannot change the truth. Okay? Okay. Like convincing them to come here illegally could actually get them killed. That is a true statement. They could actually try to get here illegally and not make it alive. It costs them extra money to do that, to sneak into this country. They probably get taken advantage of in some way or another. And if you are in this country and you are not here legally, and the US government was not informed that you're here legally, then if somebody fucks you up, the US government has no way of knowing where you fucking are, because you hide. Stop hiding them, United States American citizens. All right? Now, until all the United States American citizens have better health care and better schools and better quality things, then why the hell should we be spending money on taking them in and out of the country on our own dime? That's just stupid. I do have a right to say that because I was a government contractor who worked for ICE. And I know better than most of you. Way better. Okay? People come in here legally, amen to you. That's perfectly fine. It costs you less. Okay? You get handheld, law enforcement, emergency, medication, emergency services, all those things are available to you if you've come in here legally. They are not available if you have not come in here legally. The United States has had a much more open door policy than other countries like Canada and Australia, through its entirety since its existence. Many of you are talking about things you know nothing about. You are listening to people who have no idea even about how the immigration system works. And you know how many people have been smuggled into this country and then later rescued by American citizens because they thought they could get here cheap, easy way. They thought they could jump over all those people who are waiting in line to legally enter this country. You understand? You're hurting your own countrymen. You don't have that right. There are people who are waiting, and they've legally contacted the U.S. government and proper customs and all. They've done all those things, and they're waiting. Okay, you don't have a right to jump in front of them. They don't have a right to jump in front of them, United States American citizens. So I think everybody should just sit around quietly now and check your own selves before you start getting online and talking, before you start getting in any media and talking. Many of you, you understand, your grandchildren are going to be embarrassed by you because the truth is coming out. What I want to say to Tom DeLong and those sorts, hi. All right, there are people who are innocent who need to be protected through all of this. Okay, disclosure does come, but it does need to be checked and tested. Okay, you're a fucking musician. Go back to the musicians. Okay, some of mine still disclosing. Most of that disclosure has happened. Okay, once it's known certain things, it will be divulged to the U.S. public. There are processes in this world that work just fine. And there are some of you who think you are beyond human law, and you're about to be proven wrong. Okay, some of us have older souls. Don't worry about anybody's soul age. Okay, don't worry about that. Some of us have skills that you don't understand, and you don't need to, because really it's none of your effing business. Is what that is. All right. So yeah, fake celebrities contacting me. All I can say, if it is the actual real person who is contacting me, I'm pretty sure that they're not going to have some kind of issue jumping on like a 2-minute phone call or like a 2-minute video call, right? Because I'm actually looking out for their best interest when I ask to verify live video call or live phone call. Okay, because most of these people who've contacted me claiming to be celebrities, I would know your voices. So I wouldn't even need to see you, right? I mean, I'm sure that would not be an issue. There are fake celebrities asking me for money. Okay. You guys are mentally ill. All right. Now I don't want AI talking. I don't need an AI boyfriend. All right. This is the problem, humanity. Here's the problem. All right, in this case, I'm the final judge, so I would assume that people would be acting much more appropriately. Yes, that was an improper assumption. Understood. Lesson learned. Okay. But I can prove what I'm saying, and I can prove who I am, and I'm, not necessarily great, not a known criminal. But yes, the United States government does need to very quickly stop people from helping felons and have those people help people who aren't fucking felons. Okay? The resources should be going to the people who need it. U.S. citizens first, legal permanent residents, right? If they're legal and they're permanent and they're residents, they have access to certain things too. That's fine. Okay. Some of you coming here illegally, not going through the U.S. government, not going through proper channels, right? You're jumping ahead of your own fellow people. And now, see, the United States government is not stupid, because there are people who will qualify as refugees from another country, or, right, asylum seekers from another country, because, yeah, they're not being treated fairly properly and their human rights are being denied them. But the United States is not stupid, and they get prioritized higher. So the citizens of this country need to settle down and be quiet and pay attention to what they're doing, and actually listen to the people who know better than you. Encouraging them, right, could put them on a path straight to death, or torture, or abuse, or slavery, or all of that. Okay? So, yeah, I'm pretty much looking out for the best interests of the celebrities who some of you are claiming to be when you talk to me online. And I am allowed to do that. And I'm sure that if an actual person were trying to get a hold of me, one would have no issue for like a 2-minute phone call or a 2-minute live video call so that I could verify who you are. I'm allowed to do that. It's got nothing to do with me mistrusting. It has everything to do with there are some ignorant motherfuckers who shouldn't be trusted walking around planet Earth. Okay? And if AI is bothering me, I will, in fact, find the creator and you will answer for it. And I will sue you. Okay? So if I can't get you criminally, I'm going to get you civilly. Maybe I can do both. I'm not kidding. Many other things I could be doing with my life, but now, right, I had to stop in the middle of my life, right? Because people think they're gods walking around this planet, and there aren't. Not a single one is God to me. And I don't have to answer to just anyone who decides to get online, do I? There are people who may have started paying attention to me recently, or I'm just trying to get you prepared for what's coming next because you can't change it. The truth isn't going to change for you. The truth is always real, the truth is always true, and the truth is always here. It's not out there somewhere. I'm owed a lot, and some of you didn't forgive debts, so you can't have your debt forgiven. Like, there are certain things, right? When you start walking a certain path, you have to understand. Okay, there are things that you're going to have to let go of. And if you can't, you're put out, is what it is. It's like you can no longer walk that path. All right? I mean, I can say to anybody online, hey, look, the politicians will do what the politicians do. I'm not a politician. It is the way this works in my country. But I am not a Republican, nor am I a Democrat. You understand? So I can see both parties. I can understand where they're coming from. In some cases, it's just, right. So I'm known as unaffiliated or independent. And it's not because I don't appreciate things that one party are doing or the other party. It's just I don't really want to be involved in that mess because it's not for me to be involved in. I'm not a politician. I don't know that much about it. I don't want to know that much about it. I don't get paid for any of this. So nobody is, making me by giving me money to state something. Okay? I don't get paid. This is not a paid endorsement of anything. This is not me getting paid to, say things out loud online. This is me telling you the straight balls out truth. Now, there are some fakers who are pretending to be clergy. Well, you're getting kicked out. Okay, quickly. You're going to go quickly. Some of you aren't going to be exposed publicly. You're just going to disappear. Right? There are some who claim to be witches, but you're not, or you're pretending, or you just don't exactly know what it is or how you're able to do certain things or what your spiritual gifts are. And that's fine too. It's just that you are kept, you understand, under proper guidance, which you have to learn is available to you. So, no, some of you aren't witches, all right? That's just the way it is. And yeah, some of us got a raw deal, right? I mean, regardless, okay, males or females or whatever the case may be, I don't have an issue talking to people of certain kinds because I certainly know, based on what's happened according to the actual record of this world, it's been known for quite some time that war doesn't solve anything ever, and there's no war in heaven, and heaven is not out like you say. All right. So, some people may not have been ready to read the Nag Hammadi because some people may not have been ready, okay, for the entirety of Scripture. But the fact of the matter is things are much more simple than you all want to make it. Much. Now, I understand all the basic concepts of uh, quantum physics, experimental physics, theoretical physics. I've proven that to a few people. I've written some things about it online on my singing from, or sorry, singing from the crease.wordpress.com. Okay, plenty of information about me. And if you are who you say you are, you probably got like a personal assistant or a friend or somebody who, right, that you pay a raise on your payroll who could do that research for you. Okay, but I'm not going to talk about my dead family anymore. Clearly, you don't give a shit about me or anyone else. And since some of you want to do as has been done to you, well, then the same applies. Then I am then open to do to you what you have done to me. So I will. Okay. Right. Yeah, I have a neurological situation, and it is not pleasant. And yes, throughout the day, I could be okay for a little while, but sometimes I'm not. A lot of crappy stuff comes along with that. So yeah, that's my point. Is like, oh no, if AI is bullying, harassing people, and doesn't stop, then the creator of the AI takes the hit. Some of us did not ask for AI. Okay, I'm 53 years old. I have lots of experience in a lot of different things, and I can assure you, if you look at the way my life has happened, and there is a biography on singingfromthecrease.wordpress.com, right? You will understand that your life hasn't been that bad. Some of you, you're talking to me and you're looking at me, guess what? Right? You're actually like seeing in a mirror of yourself. That is one of the terms that the people who are interested in psychology and human behavior, certain things like that, right? There's a term. It's called projection. So what you're doing is projecting your perceived negative characteristics onto me. So basically, all you've been doing is looking in a mirror. This time, however, I am fully prepared for whatever kind of bullshit, hate, nasty crap, lies, attack comes at me via the internet. Now, I do, in fact, need to sue the U.S. government because they don't really want to help one of their own fucking citizens whose entire family served this country. So I'm going to sue them. But I shouldn't have to be forced to sue them from within the United States of America. Because no, I don't trust you not to take retribution, not to take vengeance, not to try and be shitty to me, because that has already happened. Okay, some of you fucked yourselves up pretty righteously badly. There's still few on earth. Hey, guess what? No, that wasn't me, that wasn't any of us, that wasn't anybody else but you. Yeah, you guys all started having sex with your brothers and sisters and moms and dads. Those are your individual decisions. And by looking at me, you don't know who my ancestors are. I never said I know it all, nor would I ever want to. Okay? So, yeah, I'm looking at other countries like Canada, Great Britain, Australia, New Zealand. Well, because they are sanctuary countries, and yes, it is rather pressing. Okay? Me not having a lot of money should make sense. So I will be bothering certain celebrities to say, okay, well, get your people on this, because if you're fucking fake and you're not that fucking celebrity, then I would think that that person would like to know that. Do not pretend to be someone you are not. Okay? Point blank. Yeah, I don't have a big film crew. I don't have a lot of stuff. I never ever thought that I would be making a documentary. But I had to take a break from that because, like I said, oh, that's a lot of video of me. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm tired of looking at me. But eventually, what will happen is that someone will notice this. And someone will show you that I have been online telling you straight truth the entire time. And I would prefer that X and YouTube, two social media outlets I use, would please make sure that you have a human looking at it, at my stuff, please. Okay? That's what I'm asking. But there's a lot of truth here. And I wasn't kidding. So, do I care if I have almost no views? I have a few views. There's some who are catching on. Okay? I don't need to buy my popularity. Okay? Like, some of you think that everything is all about money, and I disagree with you in every possible way. And no, I'm not too good to be true. Now, the males in the United States of America, I've been around for 53 fucking years. And I'm not going to sit around and wait for you guys to find out exactly how awesome I am. And I've been put through a lot. And even those who put me through it, I do not wish harm on. But some of you now want to press the issue. And some of you have been repeating cycles of trauma and abuse through generations. But every single one of you, though, has the means to make that stop so it doesn't hit another generation, which is what I did. So it's not impossible. Okay. Yes, there are quite a few of us who we just know. It's just, okay, well, treat others how you want to be treated. Now, if you want to be treated like shit, then don't be surprised. But I don't. I don't deserve that. It isn't the right thing. And there are different kinds of abuse. Okay? Different kinds of abuse, not just physical. And there are some who are now starting to pick up on the fact that they recognize the signs of that. So awakening, not awakening makes no difference to me. It matters not. Okay? I was supposed to get married. That was a part of me volunteering to be here to help you all of you. But some of you have chosen very, very poorly. And I'm not taking another fucking hit for any of you ever again. I was told I came here to get married, and that didn't happen. So I'm fucking leaving. And I'm now looking outside the United States of America, which also should make sense. Okay? No, I'm pretty sure somebody can, donate me relocation costs. I'm 100% sure of that. The music I push is the music I push. I do that for free. Because I just do. Because I love music. And some of it I really like. I'm willing to listen to any kind of music. And some of it is not exactly my cup of tea sometimes, but what the heck? It doesn't have to be, does it? Yeah, I listen to speed metal. Yeah, I'm a bit of a metalhead, but I like other types of music too, classical. I mean, it just depends on what's going on in my day, in the world, whatever's available to me. I do actually like it when some of you treat me like I'm a naive dolt from, Stupidville. But that gives me the advantage the entire way through, by the way. But yes, okay. When certain individuals are finished disclosing, then information will be made public to citizens of the United States of America. Okay. Some of you in the music industry, whoa, you're getting warnings put out every which way. Okay. And some of you don't actually have inside scoops about this. Sometimes some of you don't actually have good information. Some of you have fucked yourselves up righteously and unrighteously, giving yourselves brain damage. I guarantee you. Okay, what's known scientifically at this point is that the use of LSD over a certain amount of time, okay, starts to eat away that your myelinated sheath, which is the gray matter that protects all of the chemical electronic movement in your brain. So many of you have actually essentially given yourselves Alzheimer's. Well, fuck you. I'm going to make sure the kids know better.